What exactly is a covering letter? Guys, we receive hundreds of CVs every single week. And I have to say, 90% of them don't even have a proper covering letter. And out of that 10%, they might have a covering letter, but those covering letter doesn't even appeal a recruiter or an employer. So in this video, I'll be explaining clearly how to write a proper covering letter in just 4 steps. So step number 1 is when you're thinking about writing a covering letter, you think like you're going to show a trailer about your CV. This trailer, what does it come to your mind when I say trailer? Think about a Bond movie which is going to be released next week or so. You'll see lots of trailers in YouTube and Facebook. It's a 4-minute video where the director or the team is going to show how beautiful the movie is. They will show you the highlights, the gripping parts, the action sequences, the explosion. They're going to show you the best parts of that movie so that you will make an informed decision. You get up off your chair, you go and stand in the queue, you purchase the ticket, you watch the movie in a movie theater. That's exactly what they want to do. We are going to do the exact same thing in here. We're going to make the reader, the recruiter or the employer read your CV after reading your covering letter. Your covering letter should look like a trailer. It should explain who you are, what you did, what's your best quality, and what are the best highlights and what good that you can bring into if you've been hired into their team. One thing you have to understand is whenever you're writing a covering letter, you're basically selling yourself. It's art of selling. They're practically hiring you and they need to actually feel, okay, this is the right person. The recruiter might think, this is the right person which I want to put forward for an employer. Or an employer might think, oh yeah, this is the right SREE. Okay, I like his covering letter. I like his CV. Yeah. This is the right person I want to hire. And that's exactly what you're going to do here. So you understood step number 1 is you need to actually design your covering letter as the trailer of your CV. The second point is we're not going to write essays about how good we are, how beautiful we look, what did it. We're not going to write pages and pages of essay about, or we're not going to brag about who we are and everything. We are going to use concise, precise, highlights information about ourselves in 150 or 200 words max. And if you want to be too creative, you could go push it up to 250, but I would suggest you please don't go beyond that, because 250 words is some sort of decent sort of word calculation. People will lose their mind if they read more than 250 words. So let me tell you, please keep it concise, precise, highlight, straight to the point, and make sure you're explaining about yourself, what you did, what are your qualities, what have you done, what will you do, and what good you can bring into the team if they hire you. These are the important core concepts that we need to communicate to an employer through a covering letter. And the next step which I want to talk about is how to actually write the layout of the covering letter. Layout is crucially important when you're writing a covering letter. So the first thing, it's 2 or 3 sentences about your history, who you are. Second paragraph should be bullet points explaining about you're very good in dementia care, you're very good in palliative care. So all those kind of things you need to actually jot it down like bullet points so that it's easy and appealing for an employer, not like write essays, lines and lines of words. It's better to actually change the scape of your covering letter. What you need to do is you're not going to write hundreds and hundreds of words. You're going to write a small little paragraph, 2 or 3 lines about who you are, all those things in the first paragraph. Second thing, you're going to write down about like 4 or 5 bullet points. In these bullet points, you're going to explain what your previous history, your experience, so what kind of training you did. So let's say dementia care is one of the best things you do. You're very good with palliative care. You maintain high standards in HICWA reports. You maintain high KPIs. So all those things, if you write down in like 4 or 5 bullet points, that's what it counts. Now, after writing the whole covering letter, you always have to invite them to connect with you. When I say invite them to connect with you, it might sound silly, but you need to put in your LinkedIn details, your phone details, your WhatsApp details, your Skype details, any sort of details so that they can connect with you. You're actually making them to make an informed sort of decision. After reading your covering letter, they need to say, wow, I like this covering letter. I'm going to read this person's full CV. And I have to say, if you have a beautiful covering letter, there's much higher probability that employers or recruiters would even peek at your CV. So guys, I hope you got a bit of an idea about how to write a proper covering letter. If you like similar content, please do comment below. I'll try to make as much as content as possible. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, SREE and I are signing off. Bye.